Actually, Gabor Matès' book on ADHD, Scattered Minds, was the first book I ever read on ADHD. I could see myself in his book a lot because I have a very similar childhood wounding to him. Something that I think people misunderstand about his theory is that he's not saying that ADHD doesn't exist when he says that it's created by emotional trauma. He does actually explain that some people are born more sensitive than other people. And when this is nurtured in the right way, these become great contributors to society in forms of artists and poets and healers and all the things that come along with being highly sensitive and gifted in that way. But when you're not nurtured in the right way and you're highly sensitive, it creates a lot of problems. It does. Do I think that ADHD is caused by emotional trauma? Yes and no. Do I believe ADHD on its own is a real thing? Yes. There are different brain types in this world, been proven scientifically, very, very real. But something that I think people get really, really confused is that people want to polarize it. Is it real or is it not? Is it emotional trauma or is it not? Is it a brain type, is it not? It's a mixture of those things, right? ADHD and emotional trauma coexist. And some of the things that we experience are actually a result of emotional trauma and not our brain type. And so I wonder if the changes are made, implemented into society to ensure that there is no discrimination, there is proper equality and diversity. Don't train people in it if you're not going to set up systems that cater for equality and diversity, right? What the fuck? If these systems are created and people have a different experience, imagine how different ADHD could be. Would rejection sensitivity dysphoria really be a thing? Would the emotional dysregulation be such a massive problem? Would oppositional defiance disorder be a common comorbidity, especially in ADHD teens? As someone who experienced the presentations of oppositional defiance disorder as a teenager, looking back as a late diagnosed ADHD, I can tell you it wasn't because I was a bad seed. It's because I was rebelling against something. It doesn't always mean it has to be one thing or another. It's not that simple. And the thing I really admire most about Gabor Matès is that he has his theory, he's been honest, he's done his work, he's contributed so much to society. And whether he is right or whether he is wrong or whether he is a mixture of both is irrelevant. He has been fierce and he has been so giving with his gift in this world. And we need people like that to be brave, to be willing to be controversial, to be willing to be disliked, to push the world forward. Because the fact of the matter is, our systems and the way it's set up, they don't fucking work. They don't fucking work for everybody. And they should be working for everybody, right? The mark of true intelligence of a person is when they can hold two opposing ideas at the same time. This is what I feel a lot of people are missing in society. And something that I really hope that we can all learn a bit more. And if you believe in Gabor Matès' theory, then cool. Gabor Maté believes in his theory, cool. None of this has been completely disproven yet. It's not illegal to have an opinion on something. The only reason I don't believe in it is not because it doesn't fit me, because I'm a poster child for that theory. That theory fits me like a fucking glove. But it doesn't fit all of my clients that I've met. Doesn't fit all of the people I've met, late diagnosed ADHDers. Doesn't fit my daughter. Doesn't fit the fact that it is so genetically obviously linked. It runs in families rampantly. Doesn't fit that. But again, I think that a lot of people have misinterpreted what he's trying to say in some ways. He isn't saying it doesn't exist. He's saying that there is an emotional trauma element to it. And there is. I agree. There is. But it's not all of it. What do you think about Gabor Matès' theory? Do you believe that ADHD is primarily caused by emotional trauma? What parts of it do you think are caused by emotional trauma? Leave me a comment. Bye. P.S. I love Gabor Matès. Love Gabor Matès.